Chris Hyde. Papa. The truth of 25 years ago. Is that little Kyle? Oh, Kyle is so... He's so sad. He's so tortured. December 26th. The last Friday of the year is Christmas Day. I didn't sleep very well at all last night. Wait, is it 25th? No, 25th is Christmas. It's Christmas past or future. I get up early in the morning. I head straight to the bathroom and take a refreshing, cold shower. Excuse you, phone. That goes a little way towards clearing my head. After the shock of what that guy told me last night, I've managed to calm down a bit. I leave the bathroom and take my towel I'd hung on my shoulder to dry my wet hair. I squat down in front of my speakers and take a record off the shelf. I mount the record on the turntable, and when I switch the player on, the record starts to spin. I place the needle carefully onto the top. The gentle, solemn sounds of a saxophone start drifting from the speakers. I move myself over to the bed, sit on the edge, and listen to the melody. That solemn sound that only a saxophone can deliver. For some reason, it makes my mind spring back to the words Will uttered to me last night. All I'm after now is the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. And then it dawns on me. The only one who can truly uncover all that happened is me. At that precise moment, I notice that the turntable has come to a halt. The melody that had kept me in a trance has ended. It's time for action. I throw on some clothes. I get through 2 cups of black coffee as I lounge on the sofa. He's starting to sound a little bit like Ebony Darkness. Suppose I better let Rachel in on what happened last night. I pull on my fishnets. I finish mulling things over and haul myself off the sofa. What? Excuse me? Mr. Hyde, can we talk? That sounds like Dylan. What the hell does he want with me now? What did I just say? You are such a little troublemaker, you. Dylan. Good morning. What do you want? Well, I've been so anxious to hear the next installment from last night. The next installment? Start making some sense or get out of here. You know, after you met me in front of room 306, what happened next? You met up with Mr. White, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. So, are you gonna tell me what you were so keen to talk to him about? No, it's got nothing to do with you. But I really want to know. Come on, you can tell me. Listen, Dylan. Why the hell are you so keen to know anyway? Well, that's simple. I'm curious. Curious? Yeah, right. Huh? Spit it out, Dylan. You're worried about what was said, aren't you? You were inside room 306. You were inside room 306, right? What are you trying to say, Mr. Hyde? I was only in there because of maintenance Mr. White asked me to take care of. Well, looky here. Guess who checked the taps in that room? And guess what? They were still on. Did he really ask you to take care of maintenance, Dylan? Or he did. Because he told me a different story, and it didn't include any maintenance. I'm telling you, he asked me. Why would Mr. White say something different to you? You've got to believe me, I was only in there because of the maintenance. Huh? Oh, shit. Here you are, Dylan. I've been looking for you. Mrs. Patrice? What can I do for you? Actually, it's about Mr. White in room 306. He has a favor to ask you. Mrs. Patrice. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hyde. Are you having a good morning? Oh, we were so close to getting him. What does Mr. White want? He called me only a moment ago and asked. He's not coming back to this building, you see. So he asked if Dylan could remove his remaining things. Mrs. Patrice, does that mean he's officially vacated his room? Yes, it would seem so. He was due to move out next week, but he told me something urgent suddenly arisen. That's what he called to say. But he seemed quite keen to get the message to you, Dylan. I'd like you to clear out the remainder of Mr. White's things and furniture. Also, please take care of any repairs and such that need doing. No problem. How convenient. Did he say he was gonna leave? I thought he still had unfinished business. I'd better get started. Catch you later. Dylan hastily makes his exit. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to be done as we draw closer to next week. It's gonna be far busier than usual around here, that's for sure. Have you finalized your moving arrangements yet, Mr. Hyde? Please feel free to let me know as soon as you have. Sure. I'll tell you once it's all been sorted. I appreciate that you're busy with numerous other things, but please be sure to let me know what you're planning at your earliest convenience. Yeah, we're cutting it a little close. I have to be sure everything has been accounted for before this place ceases to be. Don't sweat it. I'll let you know in good time. I got some unfinished business to take care of first, though. Oh? Such as what? I have to find something. Find something? Did you lose something during your stay here? Well, something got lost, all right, but it wasn't mine. The fact remains, if it's gonna be found, I need to be the one to find it. Can you share with me what it is you're looking for? Listen, Mrs. Patrice, there's actually something I need to ask you about the thing I'm looking for. You need to ask me? Yes. Can you spare a few minutes? I'm not sure I want to, Mr. Hyde. You're acting very oddly indeed. What are you plotting? Don't worry, I got no nasty surprises in store for you. Just a couple of questions. It's pretty important to me, so I'd be grateful if you could spare me some time. There is no use hiding it, Mr. Hyde. I've already heard from Dylan. I know what you've been up to. What? Now what has Mr. Dylan been telling you? Because I think maybe he's a bit of a lying liar. He told me you used to be a detective, and that, although he doesn't know why, you've been snooping around the 4th floor. He told you that, did he? Now listen to me, Mr. Hyde. I don't know what your purpose is or what you're looking for, and I have no intention of making you tell me. All I want is to leave this place quietly and peacefully. That's why I'm gonna ask you nicely. I've been honest with you up until now, and have answered all your questions. I think I've been more than helpful to you. But please, refrain from asking me anything further. I have nothing more to say to you. Actually, you have a lot more to say to me. Miss Potential Murder Accomplice. I probably shouldn't say that as it is, because I don't know if Kyle's going to, though. You got plenty to say, and don't try to deny it. I'm telling you, I haven't. Even if you have nothing to say to me, trust me, I've got plenty to say to you. I got questions to ask and things to tell you. Things to tell me? And what kind of things might they be? So you're listening now? I have a message from a member of Kathy McGrath's family. Ah, beg your pardon! But I'm sure you're not interested. That's right, I'm not. Okay, Mr. Hat, I give in. I can spare some time to talk with you. I'll fit in with you, so just let me know when's good. Shall we say this afternoon at 4 in my room? It's a date. I'll expect you then. Was Dylan just like in the back listening to all of this? Make a note of that. Wouldn't want to be late. It's a phone from my room? Me getting a phone call? More likely than you think. Hello? Hello? Hey, Rachel. Morning, sweetie. I had something in my throat. Good news. What is it? You'll see after you've heard the voice. I'll pass you over. Mila? Oh, it's like someone to be excited to talk to? Oh, it's Ed. It's Ed here. Ed. Why are you so surprised? It's just Rachel told me you wouldn't be out until the weekend. Yeah, well, that's what they told me first. But I can't stand that damn place. Besides, I figured there's no way you and Rachel would last 5 minutes on your own. Really? Me, I understand. Rachel, though, I feel like she's quite competent. So I blew the duck's mind by making a miraculous recovery. Lucky for you, huh? Well, I'll tell you this for free. We're not so dumb we can't take care of the place without you, you know. You don't have the first idea how this place runs. If I left it to you two, I'd be out of business in no time. Especially with that lazy bum like you in charge. Anyway, it's all thanks to you, Hyde. I was so worried about how this place would work without me, I couldn't even die in peace. Yeah, well, glad you're still in the land of the living, lad. Not exactly the greeting I was expecting, but hey, it's good to hear your voice. Now's not the time to start getting all soft, okay? How's the search for that item coming along? I know who sent me the order sheet. Turns out he's been living here under a false name. He's the son of Kathy McGrath, who was murdered here 13 years ago. Ah, sorry, my speakers were on this whole time and I didn't notice. Okay. Related to the victim, huh? That doesn't explain how he knew what you got up to behind the scenes. His name's Will McGrath. By day, he pretends to be a salesman, but he's actually a lone thief. He claims he has contacts that can provide him with all sorts of information. He even knew about my dad. Impressive. What do you know about him? Said Dad broke into Hotel Cape West 25 years ago, with the intention of stealing the Scarlet Star. He what? This is what he told me. The incident 13 years ago, and the one 25 years ago. He said they're both connected by Nile. Why did he send the order to you? He said he wanted to try and encourage me to take an interest in those incidents. He found it hard to believe that I wasn't looking into the truth behind Dad's death. Go on. Before he left, he gave me a clue to help me find the Scarlet Star. So where does that leave you now, Hyde? I'm gonna find out the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. To do that, I need to continue looking for the missing item. Once I find the Scarlet Star, I have to deliver it to complete the order. Then I'll claim my reward of the truth of 25 years ago. I see. Do what you gotta do and keep searching. Don't stop until you've uncovered everything. Right, it was like whoever stole the Scarlet Star is who killed his dad. That's the plan. I'm gonna pass you back to Rachel. Hello? Rachel, keep an eye on him. Don't let him push himself too hard. I've got to concentrate on finding this item. I'll leave that to you. Sure thing, Kyle. Before you go, I've got an update for you. You asked me to get hold of the lost article written by Jack Green. I managed to get it for you. What did it say? It's titled The Truth Behind Condor. It was meant to be an ongoing piece, but ended after the first part was published. At the end of the article, the following appears. There's a gigantic void behind the organized crime syndicate known as Condor. Condor has managed to evade justice, thwart police investigations, and successfully sell their stolen wares. It seems unlikely the group could have accomplished any of this with no outside assistance. No doubt in this writer's mind that an as-yet undisclosed force has been operating in the shadows behind Condor. Without this force, Condor would not exist. The next part of the article will expose the identity of the shadowy force. He literally gave himself a death wish. Like, he put his own death flag up. That's where the article stops. The question is, did he know who did it? Or was he just like, next article is gonna show you who did it? And he was like, damn, now I gotta find out who the fuck this is. It's like the same kind of premise as Only Murders. Like, they submit each podcast every day and they're like, damn, now we've said that we're gonna reveal the killer tomorrow. We gotta find the killer by tomorrow. A force operating in the shadows behind Condor. I take it you've heard about the recent jewelry thefts, right? There have even been some near here. This series of thefts seems to bear all the marks of those carried out by Condor. So they say. There's going to be a TV show special showcasing the recent ones on at 11. I see. Anyway, that's all I can offer you for now. I'll be in touch if I find out more. Thanks, girl. New show about the thefts resembling those of Condor. Sounds like the kind of thing I should watch. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna do that now. Suppose I better switch on the news. Pinky Rabbit! That takes me back. I used to love this guy. Anyway, time for 5 news. Today we examine the recent spate of jewelry robberies occurring all over the city. The store owner has provided us with an interesting eyewitness account. Who is this mysterious woman that appears on the scene before every robbery? Definitely not Mari. 5 News, as always, is hot on the heels of any lead. The day before the robbery occurred, a woman that I'd never seen before entered the shop. I assumed she was just a customer, but she didn't seem to be interested in any items. And Jess wandered around the shop, looking around. I couldn't see her face due to the black hat and sunglasses she wore. Black hat and sunglasses? There was one other distinguishing feature. She wore a ring. A diamond ring. It was very noticeable. The diamond was flanked on both sides by rubies. Diamond ring. It was unmistakable. We thought she was one of our richer customers, so we paid it no heed. Here we have an artist's rendition of the mystery woman. The most obvious feature are the wide-brimmed black hat and large sunglasses. She's also wearing a distinctive diamond ring. That woman. There are reports of this same woman appearing at the other robbed stores. Could this woman be the key to solving these cases? The LAPD are making her arrest their top priority. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Woman in the hat who appears before a theft. We've definitely seen someone like that. I'm sure that's the same one that I passed outside the building. Diamond ring, too. There's something about it. Surely she couldn't be. Then me and Betty would both recognize who it is. Well, that's if she's watched this report. See if we can knock on her door. Oh. What's that? I can hear the sound of footsteps. It sounds like someone's coming. Tony? That's not who I expected. Tony? Hey, Hyde, you're just in time. Time for what? Did you notice anyone come here just now? I didn't see anyone. Seriously? I could have sworn someone did. That's pretty weird. What do you mean? Hey. You're the only one that's weird? To Kyle, it's not the time to be picking a fight for no reason. Did you see someone? I sure did. It was that woman. The hat woman? Which woman would that be? You know, that woman. The one who was hanging around the door last week with the hat. Her. Cue video. That's who I saw coming in here just now. You sure it was her you saw? Positive. Not that it matters now, I've lost her. One thing's for sure though, she went up the stairs just ahead of me. You sure you didn't see anything at all? Not a thing. Then she just disappeared. Anyway, I don't really have time to waste on this. I better split. Oops. Bye. Woman in the hat. Maybe it's who I think it is after all. Why is she involved? Why indeed? Right, why did I immediately try to open her door? Who's there? Wait, she was never Southern. What am I doing? I hear Mari's voice ring out. It's me, Kyle. Oh, Mr. Kyle. Open the door, we need to talk. I'll be right there. Let me just take off my giant hat and sunglasses. Yes? What can I do for you? How did your insurance claim go? Are you all set to move out? I had something on my mind since we last spoke. How did your insurance claim go? My insurance claim? Just really wanted to know. I've been curious about Rex, too. Has he been bothering you at all lately? Are you worried about me, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, kinda. Well, in that case, you'd better come in then. Oh. More time to question then. I must thank you, Mr. Hyde. Thank you for caring enough to come and ask me how I'm doing. Oh, honey. Unfortunately, that's not why. Just felt like the right thing to do. Shut up, Kyle. Didn't want to leave without knowing, you know. Quite the gentleman of all of a sudden. Anyway, how's the moving preparation going? It's going well. So far, so good. I'm thinking about throwing most of this stuff out. I see. Does that mean the insurance money came in as planned? It has, yes. Actually, this morning the company called to tell me that they'll pay out. It's a really big weight off my mind. So, Rex's investigation is closed? I don't know. I haven't heard anything regarding the results. But the insurance company has already said they'll be paying out. So I guess it's okay. It would seem. Is something the matter, Mr. Hyde? Just strikes me as odd. What does? Well, if the insurance company is happy to pay you the money, then that must mean that Rex's investigation painted you in a positive light, which just seems strange to me. You think it's strange that they agreed to pay me? I think it's strange that Rex wrote something good about you. Kinda. He's on their payroll, and his service doesn't come cheap. Typically, cases that he looks into go badly for the people trying to claim. Really? I didn't know that. Listen, Mari. You wouldn't be hiding anything from me, would you? What are you implying, Mr. Hyde? Did she not get the payout and actually she just sold all of the gems that she stole? I thought we agreed that I told you everything. I'm not so sure it really was everything, though. In particular, part about the woman in the hat. What? I don't know if she lied to you about the woman in the hat or you just never asked her about the woman in the hat. Huh? Someone's at the door, back in a mo. Oh! Oh! Rex. Well, if it isn't the ex-detective Hyde, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. We both know I don't need to answer your questions. I'm here to see Mari, not you. Me? What do you want with me? I'd like to know exactly what you did. This morning, the insurance company told me to cease my investigation of you. They what? Now I'd like to know why. I'm not leaving here until you tell me. Buddy, you do not have a warrant. 1, you're a creep. 2, get the fuck out. 3, I'm sick of this guy. What makes you think I'd know? She could have stolen, like, an entire jewelry shop. I don't care. I don't like this guy. Get out of here. You know what? All right, I'm sure of it. I want to know exactly how you managed to squirm your way out of this one. Buddy, you got fired from the job. Just leave. Like, you have no more reason to be here. Maybe I should tell you what I think happened, and you don't want that. Now tell me exactly how you got the company to drop their investigation. I'm sure it'll provide some entertainment for Mr. Hyde here, too. Mari? Mr. Hyde, Hey, where are you going? Did you just run out of her room? Mari! Hyde. I'm not sure what brought you here today, but before you two start planning a wedding, there's a few things you might want to know first. At the wedding? I leave the room and go up to Mari. Mari, where the fuck do you think you're going? Sounds like the elevator. Well, let's go to the roof. Looks like it stopped at the roof. And now we wait for it to come down, and then we wait for it to open, and then we have to go inside, and then we go and press a button to go to the roof, and then we push the button to go to the roof, and then we wait for the lift to go up to the roof, and then we wait for the doors to open, and then we step out of the lift. And now we find this woman. Where's Mari got to? Mari. Imagine if she pulls a gun on us too. Like, why'd you run out like that? I was scared of him. Scared of him? Why? I mean, 1, he tapped her room. And 2, he's a weirdo. So she's got good reason to be scared of him. Like, why is he chasing her around when he's literally not even being assigned to? Because. What does he have on you? I don't know. Come on, Mari, tell me. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde, I can't. I've been keeping something from you. I am the Phantom Thief, Sky. What? I just can't bring myself to tell you. I just can't. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Sorry, girl. Kyle Hyde doesn't leave anything alone. Boundaries? Yeah, those are just for fencing off buildings or whatever. Mari, you gotta tell me. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Mari. What am I gonna do to make her talk? All I can do is try to find out by myself. I need to find some sort of evidence that'll make her tell me everything. Oh. Do I have some evidence, or do I have to actually go around and look for it? That's anticlimactic! Mari, tell me everything that happened! No! Okay, I'll go look for something then. So much for the big chase up here. Maybe I have something in my inventory that I can give her. I don't think so. These certainly don't have anything useful. I don't believe she was in any of these either. She'd be too young. Let's see if we can present something. Please, Mr. Hyde, please. Okay, never mind. Bye, girl. Let's go find Rex. Yo, if anyone's gonna incriminate her, it's gonna be Rex. Hey, bestie. You again. You're not trying to tell me you still don't understand what that woman's about. Guess I'll just wish you the best of luck with that one. No, Rex, I actually do want to listen this time. God damn it. Shouldn't go right in, but I've got no choice if I'm going to get through Mari. Okay, let's start with the documents. Sketch of the room on the table. Not important, I guess. Whole cup of coffee. Box of cookies. Come on, Hyde. You can take it this time. Suspicious. And shoes. Look at the back. Dark gray jacket. Just like the one the mysterious woman was wearing. This looks like one piece of proof. Now we need the hat. I didn't realize we were just looking for the hat and glasses and jacket. That makes more sense. Like, are we gonna find the jewels just hidden here, or... No, because of course she put her hat and glasses and shit away. Surely that can't be the only part of the closet we're looking at. That's okay, fine. Can't I just bring a chair over? Or a stool? Let's see if we can maybe examine a chair and bring it over. No? You are going to be the death of me, Kyle. What about the stool? Aha! I take the stool. Oh. Oh, no, no. What? Oh my god. Kyle. You are making this so difficult for me. I wonder what's inside. Me too. Well, well, well. A hat and glasses. I take the hat and the glasses. There's no name written on it, but the enclosed letter reads, "Come to the jewelry store at 6 wearing the appointed attire. As long as you follow the instructions, your identity will be safe. There's no use trying to escape. We're in control." So this is the kind of letter Mari was getting. I take the threatening letter. Time to make Mari sing. Oh boy. I'm glad that wasn't a balancing minigame. Oh my god. Huh? She's gone! I can't believe this. Where's Mari got to? She must be around here somewhere. Well, she's on the... Oh, she is. She is on the roof. Okay. There you are. Look, Mr. Hyde. It's okay, Mari. I know. What do you know? I know what you've been hiding. I know what you've done. The woman in the hat who always makes an appearance before robberies? That's you, isn't it? What? Who put you up to it? Was it the same people who sent you the threatening letters? Mr. Hyde, you have no right to accuse me of anything. Besides, I have no idea what you're talking about. Listen, Mari. The game's up. As I told you, I know everything. Mr. Hyde! Before you ask me for proof, how's this? I have your hat and sunglasses. Oh, I have your threatening letter. That's probably more incriminating. I found this letter inside your room. Oh no! The letter contains instructions for you to follow. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess? Oh. I also found your hat and sunglasses. I feel like there's no point really bringing up the rest of this when we have the letter, but I found these inside your room. You what? They were hidden inside a box on top of your closet. Care to explain what you're doing with them? It's hot outside. Actually, it is December. But also, a woman can have a hat and some sunglasses. That's not really suspicious. But in the box where the threatening letter was, maybe more suspicious. But also, does that have to do with anything? Surely that's it. Right? Oh, right. This is your ring, right? How did you get that, Mr. Hyde? Betty gave it to me to return to you. Now would be a good time to talk to me, Mari. Why would you sell something so valuable? And while we're on the subject, the woman in the hat and sunglasses who appears before robberies, why does she wear a ring just like yours?
I don't know.
Or maybe you just like to tell me about the condor engraving on the base.
That's...
There's no use trying to hide it anymore, Mari. Come clean and tell me.
I can't, Mr. Hyde. Not to you.
Why not?
Because there's no going back if I do. Not for me, anyway. You really don't want to hear what kind of person I truly am.
Do you remember what you said to me, Mari?
What I said to you?
You said when your brother died 13 years ago, people doubted your side of the story, and it made your life miserable. You went on to say you believed I would understand what you meant. You remember what I told you then? I said that if anything happened, no matter what, you could talk to me about it.
Yes, I remember. How could I forget? And I truly wish I could tell you. But please, Mr. Hyde, please stop asking me to talk. Why won't you listen to me when I say I can't? I really can't tell you. You of all people, you can't know.
Come on, Mari. If I don't reveal your secret, sooner or later someone will.
Perhaps.
Mari, do you understand the gravity of your situation? You need to get it out while you can. I appreciate that people are ordering you about are intimidating, but...
Of course I understand. That's precisely why I can't tell you anything.
We are going in circles. Mari. Mari moves away and heads towards the roof's edge! Mari, what are you doing?
If only I'd met you earlier, Mr. Hyde. If I'd been able to tell you everything I've been keeping to myself, maybe things would have turned out differently. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Mari! Oh, fuck. Mari, get down from there. Are we gonna...
Keep back!
Are we just gonna watch?
Keep back!
Aw, for fuck's sake. I closed the DS and the game crashed. Well, that was a bust. Okay, let's speed through the story so far. Starting now. Whoa, I wake up, I take a shower, I put a record on. Oh, it's so solemn, and the vibes are just hitting. And anyway, it turned off. Now the vibes are gone. Okay, it is time to... What are we doing? We're going to phone Rachel. Rachel, what is the vibe today? Oh my god, who wants to talk to me? Who the fuck is trying to speak to me right now? Get out of here, Dylan. Fuck you. You know what? I hate you, Dylan, because you're so suspicious and weird. And what do you mean you want to talk about the conversation from last night? Well, you're not telling me anything that happened last night. So why should I trust you? And why should I listen to you? Margaret, what are you doing here? Oh, you want to talk to Dylan about Will White leaving? Well, that's convenient of him to do. After that conversation that we had yesterday. I mean, what? I mean, you should know that, Margaret. Oh, okay, bye, Dylan. Hey, Margaret, we have things to say to you. What do you mean, things to say to me? I have nothing to say to you, Kyle. Yeah, well, actually, I have a lot of things to say to you. So, don't you want to know about what happened back in the past? You know what, Kyle? I guess so. Let's meet at 4 p.m. Actually, never mind. What's Dylan been saying about me? Dylan's been telling you that you've been hanging out upstairs on the 4th floor, and why are you doing that? That's weird. Yeah, well, you're weird, so... Kyle, that's so rude of you. How could you say that to me? Well, it's because you are weird, and... Isn't it strange that you're shutting down this place? Anyway, bye. My phone! Oh my god, who's ringing me? Who could dare ring me, Kyle Hyde, in my residence? I guess no one else but Rachel. Rachel? Oh my god, hi Rachel. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh my god, Ed, you're alive? Ew. Well, anyway, I found out a lot of stuff, and yeah, okay, we can definitely run the place without you, Ed, because you suck, and also, you don't do anything, and Rachel does all the work for you. Also, we found out about Kathy McGraw's son, and yeah, he was living here, and also he sent me the note. And also, yeah, he's trying to look for the murderer that killed my dad, and yeah, so basically I have to find out who stole the Scarlet Star, and I'll find out who murdered my dad. Oh, by the way, Rachel, about that guy that sent that article. Oh, he got killed right before he made it, and we never found out what Condor was? That's strange. Bye, Rachel. Oh, it's 11 p.m. I mean, a.m. Let's go watch that TV show about the jewelry robbery, and I'm sure we'll find out some very useful information about the jewelry robbery. Okay, on the 5 o'clock news. Wow, the jewelry ring in the city. What's going on there? A woman with sunglasses and a hat? That's so strange. Didn't we see a woman like that? I swear we did. And she's wearing a diamond ring. Who else has a diamond ring in this building? I guess no one, but... Let me just walk a bit faster. The sound of a door's closing? Who the hell could be closing a door in this building? In my floor? Tony? Tony, what are you doing here? Oh my god. Isn't it... Did you make... Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, what just happened? I misclicked. Tony, come back here. Wait a minute. Hold up. What Tony said has got me thinking. Did you notice someone come here just now? That's pretty weird. Did Tony see someone? Tony, get back here. Wait, I've got off the plot. Get back here. Hyde, have you got a moment? What's up? Okay, Tony, did you see someone? Tony, who did you see? It was a woman? A woman in this building? That's so unreal. What kind of woman? Oh, she had glasses and a hat and oh, that's just like the woman on the TV show. Anyway, catch you later. Bye, Tony. Who else could be wearing a hat and sunglasses? No one but... Who's there? Oh, Mari. Mari, we gotta talk to you about something. About that insurance claim you made. How's that going? Oh, Kyle, you care about me? Yes, I care about you, and definitely not about you potentially being a monster thief and also committing insurance fraud. I must thank you, Kyle, about coming to show me because you care about me so much. Yeah, I super care about you for sure. Anyway, about that investigation that's going on with Rex. Is everything okay? Yeah, he super dropped the case and also everything's going super well. Really? That's a bit strange. Are you sure? Yeah, definitely. And there's definitely nothing else going on here at all. Oh no, who could that be? Rex! What's Rex doing here? Hey, put him up. Kyle, you suck. Well, Rex, you suck too. Also, this lady's lying about everything. Well, you know what? Maybe it's okay for her to lie because you suck, Rex, and you should get out of here. Okay. Mari. Hyde. I don't know what brought you here today, but that woman's a lying whore. Whoa, Rex, you can't just say that. Where's Mari got to? There she is. Mari. Oh my god, girl. How you doing? I hope you don't do anything crazy up in this roof. And you're scared of Rex? You know what? That's fair. He looks kind of shit. And also, he has a strange voice. And that's definitely not because I'm doing a strange voice for him. Oh, I'm so glad it's just been an hour of gameplay. Could you imagine if I had to do this for the entire chapter? Jesus Christ.
If only I'd met you sooner, Mr. Hyde. I'd be able to tell you everything. Maybe things would have turned out differently. I don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Mari! Okay. Saved again, just in case. Get down from there. It closed! Okay, okay, this one I saved, by the way. I can't close the lid or the game will crash. The game crashes when I try to close the lid. Okay, I can't tap her or she'll freak out. Can I blow on her? Don't yell at me!
Okay, I can't blow at her either. Okay. Mari, girly pop, what do you want me to do? I'm trying everything. Maybe if I... We're not closing the lid, because it will break the game! I tried to do it when she turned away, but it didn't work. Now! I had to wait! I had to just wait! I had to wait for her to get tired! Mr. Hyde!
Mari. Looks like I underestimated what an idiot you were.
That's just what she wants to hear right now.
If you wanted my help, why didn't you just ask?
How could I have done that? After all, I'm the only one who knows how terrifying those people can be.
Well, actually, we kind of know a bit about them too. Mari. They really put the frighteners on you, huh? What do you mean by those people? What do you mean by those people, Mari? That's a little suspicious.
I mean, I knew what my brother and husband had done. I found out the truth behind their deaths, too. That's why I have to do what those people say. If you want an example of how powerful they are, they're the ones who put an end to the insurance company's investigation. They are responsible for me receiving the insurance payout, Mr. Hyde. It was a kind of reward for doing what I was told.
What had your brothers and husband done? What had your brother and husband done?
Well, as you know, they were both working at the hotel. But that was a cover for helping with the secret fencing operations that went on there.
Fencing operations?
Yes, they were selling stolen jewelry.
But you do that too. Wait a minute, did I accidentally move the entire I did. Okay, I accidentally moved the entire UI when I got stressed. Anyway, the items to be sold were first brought to the hotel.
Then potential buyers would follow, and if interested, they'd pay for the goods in cash. It seems that Mike and Peter were willing to do anything if it made them money. And that included removing dead bodies and making evidence disappear.
Damn, what the fuck?
Even the ring that I got from Mike was one of the spoils from a successful job.
I thought their deaths were accidents. I mean, we knew it wasn't. Everyone knew it wasn't.
That's what the police believed, but of course they knew differently. Since my husband and brother had served their purpose, they were to be disposed of. When Mike died and I received an insurance payout and married Peter, and when Peter's business failed and he died in an accident, all of it was orchestrated by them. That's what they told me.
They told her that?
Do you know how I discovered the truth about Mike and Peter? It all started when I moved into these apartments. As I searched the things I brought with me, I found my husband's insurance policy. I decided to claim the money specified within, and so I contacted the company. Very soon after I'd done so, the calls started from the people in charge. I received phone calls and letters. Even people I'd never met before began to pay me visits. As time passed, I slowly began to piece together the truth. It had finally dawned on me what my husband and brother were involved in. It wasn't long before they decided I could be of use to them as well.
So up until then, you really had no idea what your husband and brother had been up to?
I didn't have a clue. But I knew something was going on when Mike came home after work one day. He had this horrible wound and his clothes were bloody. I asked him time and again to tell me how it happened, but he refused. He looked up at me with this sad face and told me that he had a secret to bear, one that I couldn't know. He said if I didn't promise to let it remain a secret, He'd have no choice but to leave. He never did tell me. He took that secret to his grave. When I married Peter, he made me make the same promise. And just like Mike, he took it to the grave. Maybe not letting me know was their way of expressing their love for me. At least, that's what I wanted to believe after I was told the truth. The truth is difficult to take in, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? They told me I had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, that it was my fate. That my life literally belonged to them. This is precisely the reason I have avoided making any friends here. At first, I even started to believe the reason that man Rex was here was to spy on me at their request.
Who knows, maybe he was. Mari, who could possibly have the reach to do all of this? Who the hell are they?
Niall.
Did you say Niall?
Yes. At least, that's the name they use when they refer to themselves.
I see. Oh no. Rex.
So that's how it is, huh? You were listening in on us?
Yep, every last word. Shocking stuff indeed. It's almost impossible to believe that Niall have got you under their control too. Too?
You know about Niall?
If I didn't, you'd think I'd have bothered taking on your case. It's them I'm interested in, not you and your insurance policy. Rex, enough games. What are you really after? You could say I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle. Forgive me, I've been somewhat inundated with puzzles lately. You'll have to be more specific. Well, quit interrupting and I'll tell you. It's a puzzle that he left behind in which I've been trying to solve all this time. In fact, I've been piecing it together ever since he died 13 years ago. Don't tell me his dad died too, or his brother, or his husband, I don't know. Who the hell is he? Are you talking about Jack? Oh, Jack Green! His mentor! The guy you used to work with? How do you know about him? I got my own sources. I also know the piece he wrote concerning Condor and its true identity. I guess you've been pretty much worked it out then. Never mind. Not that Jack. You know he was murdered and all. Just as I suspected. So he was moided. That's right. Of course it was made to look like an accident, but he was moided alright. So Hyde, have you pieced it together? Can you guess who's behind it all yet? Sure I can. It was Niall. Well, give the man a round of applause. Niall has been behind Condor all along. Make no mistake, it was Niall that got him in the end. Jack Green was poised to expose the link between Niall and Condor. But Niall got wind of this and decided to silence him for good. That's what you're implying, right? That's the outcome of his actions, at least, yeah. But there's more, much more, than only he and I knew. A disturbing truth. What do you mean by a disturbing truth? The crime syndicate known as Condor began operating in the LA area. Oh, must be as far back as 25, maybe 26 years ago. The LAPD figured that Condor was behind all the robberies that have been happening. But due to a distinct lack of material evidence, was never able to pin anything on them. They chose their targets and conducted their sales with such meticulous attention to detail that crimes went virtually undetected by the police department. Condor always kept itself a few steps ahead, resulting in the LAPD coming up with squat. You understand, right? What I'm getting at here? Sure I do. You're suggesting there was an informant working from inside the LAPD, and it was Hugh! That's what I figured. But nothing that would enable a case to be built against them. The robberies continued. That is, until 13 years ago. when they simply dropped off the face of the earth. By then, my friend Jack Green was dead, and Hotel Cape Wet Friend had closed down for good. After Jack died, I kept on after Condor, questioning and collecting information. But all that Jack had tried hard to uncover was buried and no longer news. I tried in vain to make the media listen to me. The results were always the same, because they were controlled too. I wrote an article about Jack's death being the work of a criminal group, but of course, it was branded the work of fiction, and my name was mud. I've been driven out of the profession. Damn, they got a strong hold. They underestimated my determination. I wasn't about to roll over and play dead. I wasn't gonna let Jack's death be for nothing. I made it my mission to find and uncover the real crooks behind all the wrongdoings. Voice is killing me, I'm not gonna lie. What are the real crooks? Yeah, you don't think Nile was operating by itself, did you? Make no mistake, if Nile continues to have the power and influence it does, it's only because there were so many people who used Nile to further their goals. Each and every one of them connected to Nile behind the scenes. Yet hiding in plain sight, perverted the course of justice. Hide. I haven't forgotten when you compared me to an annoying fly, you know, and I still think that. But you're right, I've been spent my life endlessly buzzing amongst filth. No matter how much people try to bat me away, I just won't give up. Well, I got news for you. That's how I've been forced to live since Jack died. But even someone like me has values, things that drive them to keep going. In my case, there's one thing I never let slip away. Oh yeah? What might that be? Persistence, Hyde. I absolutely will not rest until I finally uncover the truth. I made a promise when Jack died. I vowed whatever the truth turned out to be, and however unbearable it was, I wouldn't look away. I'd make sure the entire world would learn of it. I think it's about time you told me exactly why you've been investigating Mari, Rex. Well, both our brother Mike and late husband Peter were involved with Condor. They both died in similar car accidents to Jack. There's no doubt in my mind, Mari was directly connected to Nile. I became obsessed with finding out why they'd seemingly let her go and disappeared. I was convinced they must have been up to something behind the scenes. The thing that surprised me most, Hyde, was that someone like you was living in this building. Whoa. Jack had spent considerable time investigating your father. According to his research, the man whose body was found in the parking lot 25 years ago was in league with Condor, and was bumped off because he knew the truth about Nile. What did you say? You think my dad was working for Condor? I mean, we know he was working for Nile, right? So it stands to reason that there could be a connection there too. Jack seemed to think so, or at least that's what he wrote in his notebook. Like so many other things, there's no concrete proof to back up his theories. One undeniable fact was that when your father was killed, the elusive Scarlet Star diamond that Condor had stolen went missing, vanishing without a trace. Scarlet Star? Hyde. Nile is resurrecting the Condor name using Mari. I'm sure there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. I got nothing yet, but rest assured, I'll get to the bottom of it if it kills me. Mari?
Yes?
We won't be seeing each other after today. I no longer be hanging around keeping tabs on you. Okay, I'll leave you with this piece of advice. Get yourself out of this town. Do it as soon as you can.
I can't just leave. And even if I do you think Nile is just going to forget about me?
Not without my help.
What do you mean?
Come on, how do you think I've been staying alive this long while looking into them? Even an annoying fly like me has a few survival tricks up his sleeves. You want a fighting chance of getting away? Be at Union Station at 6 tomorrow morning. I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you don't show by then, I'll be gone.
Right. In in the morning? That's like really early though.
That's a loss I'll be seeing of ya ugly mug too, Hyde.
I'll hold back the tears.
What are you gonna do now?
Like, you need to ask, literally. Like, get out of here. I'll find something to keep me occupied around here. Trust me. It's your life on the line. You can get up a little early, but that's like so early. That's like so much effort. Can we do it like a little bit? What about like an hour or two later? What's an hour or two more, right? Like, if they're gonna kill me, they'll kill me today, right? Like, it's fine.
Ha ha ha. Always a joker. I tried, but I just can't work you out, man. After all, what would an annoying fly know anyway?
Get out of here, man. See you around. Hey, Rex.
What now?
I got something for you. Oh, I got your notebook. I see.
So you did have it.
I thought as much. You mean you noticed it was gone?
Of course I did. What do you take me for? Anyway, I'm outie.
The strut. Bye, Rex. Smell you later. Not gonna miss you. Well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I need some time to think. You heard what he offered me, though, right? Besides, nobody knows what will happen from now. Maybe I've got a chance. I don't know anyone here. You think you're gonna be alright by yourself? Mr. Hyde? Yeah? I'll be just fine. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know. I mean... maybe. One more thing. Thanks for listening to me. I honestly thought I'd never be able to open up to anyone. That is, until you came along. I'm just that good. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde. Mari. It's my pager. No, I have to take the lift down again. It takes so long. I swear to God, if I open that lift and like Dylan's in there one of these days. I keep waiting for like a jump scare. I know this game doesn't do that, but who's that? I mean, it's Dylan. Oh, what are you doing outside my door, Dylan? Hey. Oh, Mr. Hyde. What do you want? I need to sit up straight. I can't speak from my belly like this. I can't get those baritones for Jake. Kyle, not Jake. Nothing much. Well, it must be something, or you wouldn't be hanging around outside my room. Steady on, I'm not up to anything. I'm just taking care of some maintenance. I thought it would be a good time to check the second floor doors. I see. So anyway, Mr. Hyde. What was all that with Rex? I saw, you know, he's a shifty character. Dylan, I have no reason to tell you anything. Stop asking me stuff. I saw him head up to the roof in the elevator. Yeah? What else did he see? What did he want up there? You know, stuff. But do you know what he did before he headed up to the roof? I do. He took a trip to the room. To Mari's place, that's what. Don't you think it's a little strange? In my opinion, they're into something together.
I got better things to do than listen to your crap, Dylan. I couldn't care less what Rex wanted up on the roof. Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure you're actually quite interested. Yeah, and when did you become a psychologist? I'm sure because you were up there too until just now. How could I possibly believe you're not interested after seeing that? Look, Dylan. I just want to know. Dylan, I swear to God, you... What happened up there? Why am I telling him anything? Why can't I just be like, fuck off, Dylan? Actually, fuck you. And I'm not telling you shit. Rex won't be coming around anymore. That's what he said before he left. Really? You're right about me being up there too. He and I were putting the record straight. That's when he told me he won't be showing his face around here. Does that mean he got what he came for? I guess it does. Wasn't he looking into the insurance policy Mari's late husband set up? That's right, isn't it? You... Did he prove she was trying to get away with fraud? No. What if I just say yeah? Yeah, he did actually. No, he didn't. You know why? Because she wasn't involved in fraud to begin with. Oh, okay then. She'll get the money, just like she deserves. I see. Dylan finishes talking and lurches off. Bye, Dylan. It's just so... It's so obvious, but at the same time, it's one of those situations where it can be obvious and he can just be the shadiest person in the game. And it wouldn't be weird. Are we... Oh, there we go. Red Crown, how may I help you? It's me, what's up? Ed wants to speak to you. Can't wait. I'll hand you over. Alright, it's me. I've got some news courtesy of an old friend in LAPD. It's about the possibility of Condor having made a return to the scene. Sources with the LAPD think that it is a warning response. The mayoral's candidate Hugh Speck's planned campaign against organized crime. Warning? Yeah, blatant warning made by Nile. It's their way of saying that if the police choose to strike against them, they got their own counter-strike ready to be deployed. Hang on, why would Nile use the resurrection of Condor as a retaliation against the LAPD? It doesn't add up. An old friend of mine on the force once let slip that with regards to Nile, there's something the LAPD aren't letting on. It concerns Condor. Whatever it is, they don't want to make it public. Ed, do you think there's any way you can get more information on that? More? I suppose if there's any more to be had, it might be possible. I've been unearthing some... Excuse you? I've been unearthing some facts of my own, too. You have you? Listen, Ed. There was a guy 13 years ago who thought he discovered a link between Nile and Condor. He wound up dead, but a friend of his told me my dad may have somehow been involved. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Perhaps if I extend the net to include what Frank Raver was doing, we might get lucky. It'd be helpful. Condor, Nile, and the LAPD. 25 years ago, the Scarlet Star disappeared the same time my dad died. What the hell is connecting all these things? We're supposed to meet her at 4, aren't we? My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's that? Who could it be? Oh my god. Frank. Oh my god, it's been 500 years. It's you. I have something I'd like to ask you, Mr. Hyde. Yeah? What is it? I just heard something from Dylan. Why are you listening to Dylan? That guy's full of shit. He told me that you, Rex and Mari from room 206, had a little gathering on the roof. Not long ago either. Was he right? What if we did? I don't see that it's got anything to do with you. I thought I made it clear when we spoke. You were supposed to keep your nose out of these things. I thought we'd reached an agreement that you would no longer interfere. No, you told me not to interfere, and I didn't say I wouldn't. You told me and then you left, and I never said if I would or wouldn't do that. I distinctly remember telling you to avoid contact with the people in that picture. Yeah, but you gave me the picture. You can't just give me a picture and tell me don't interact with the people in this picture. Of course I'm going to interact with the people in the picture. I don't remember us coming to any kind of agreement over what I do. Oh, you don't, do you? Don't let your desire for the truth come between me and my investigation, Mr. Hyde. Look, I'm not out to get in your way, alright? It's not like I woke up and decided better chat with Rex and Mari on the roof. And what was your reason for talking to them? Sorry to be the one to break this to you, Frank, but we got a similar agenda. We both need to find something out before leaving the stump. I beg your pardon? I just happened to have a few questions and I needed to ask them. I went ahead and did it. Simple as that. You had questions for them? Would you care to tell me what you asked and why? Listen, Frank. You really want to know what we talked about up there? Naturally, that's why I'm asking. Well, as it happens, I have some questions for you first. You and Dylan seem very keen to find out what we talked about up there. Why is that? That's because... Also, I'd like to know that I've been looking into you too, Frank. You have? Not only you either. I've done some research on Kathy McGrath's murder that happened 13 years ago. And last but not least, I've been looking into the elusive Condor. So that's how it is. And what, may I ask, have you found out? Pretty much everything you know. I seriously doubt that, Mr. Hyde. There's no way you've been able to obtain the same level of information as me. Well, that's being mean. I think it's about time you stopped exaggerating. I'm aware of the fact that you're a detective, and you made your way here from Manhattan. But I was on the LAPD when the incident occurred, and I've been investigating ever since. There's no way on earth you could be more informed than I am, Mr. Hyde. That's right, you keep telling yourself that, old man. Actually, I know quite a lot about the incident, and about your past to boot. Let's see what you think you know, shall we? And this is his way of getting information out of us. What do you think you know about me? Well... Your name came up in the internal investigation. When you were in your 40s, you were singled out in an internal investigation. What? Back in the day, you were considered quite a detective, one of the best in fact. But with one problem, you were willing to go to any length to guarantee an arrest. Because of this, you were taken out of the position you love so much. It seems you've done your research, Mr. Hyde. I did say I did. And that's not a difficult one to find out, actually. I have to ask, how did you come across such detailed information? You don't need to worry about how I came across it, just that I know. Probably a good idea not to ask any more stupid questions, too. I'll ask whatever I please. I know you will. I take it you also know the link between Condor and a certain organism. Organization. An organization. I know Niles behind Condor. The lost guy who tried to expose this connection wound up in the morgue. You've certainly done your homework. How did you make so much progress in your investigation, may I ask? Well, I have a little friend called Rachel, and she kind of looks up everything I ask her to. Didn't I tell you? We share a similar agenda. We both want to find something out before leaving. You're set on finding out what happened in the incident 13 years ago, and I'm looking into another incident that happened here a long time ago. Really? And what incident might that be? Well, that happened 25 years ago. What? Huh? Frank? I'm so surprised. Do you know what happened 25 years ago? Of course I do. Mr. Hyde, tell me, what are you trying to discover about the incident 25 years ago? I'm trying to find something. To be precise, I want to find the Scarlet Star that went missing from Hotel Cape West. Did you say the Scarlet Star? How the hell did you learn about the Scarlet Star, Mr. Hyde? Okay. You know about the Scarlet Star? Of course I do. If I'm not mistaken, it was kept secured in the safe at Hotel Cape West. It was well protected there. But by means beyond what I know, it simply disappeared. Only the motel manager, Michael McGrath, was likely to know what happened to it. Michael McGrath? Now, Mr. Hyde, please tell me how you came to know about the Scarlet Star. I heard it firsthand from Michael McGrath's son. Michael McGrath's son? He was told about it by his father, Michael, prior to his death. He was the one that sent me after it in the first place. So Michael McGrath is dead, am I right? Yeah, he died of an illness 3 years ago. Before he died, he told his son, who was responsible for the death of his wife, Kathy. I see. It would appear we have a lot to discuss, Mr. Hyde. You're probably right. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde, but I'm going to have to stop there for now. You just said we have a lot to discuss! What do you mean? Let's meet again later and continue this conversation. Probably for the best. Or shall we meet? Let me show you Lucky's Cafe. Damn, this is a busy day. We gotta meet Margaret at 4, and now him at 5. We're all booked out. That'd work. I'll be there. Until then, Mr. Hyde. It's not 4 yet, though. Oh. Anyway, it's my phone. I'm gonna save. I'm too scared. I'm too scared after what happened. Hello? I can hear a shaky voice. Mother? Who's that? Oh, Mari! It's me, Mr. Hyde. Mari, what do you want? I'm scared, Mr. Hyde. What happened? There's somebody outside my room. They've been there for a while now. It's fucking Dylan, I'm telling you. Or it's Frank. Somebody that's outside your room? I think they're keeping tabs on me. I'm so scared. Sit tight. Whatever you do, don't leave your room. I'll be over right away. Okay, hurry. Who the fuck? Who the hell could it be? Who would dare sneak around and eavesdrop on people? Well, 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 look who it is. You... Dylan! How many times have we opened with that, with a view of Dylan doing something suspicious? What are you doing? Hey. Hi, Mr. Hyde. What are you doing here? Nothing much. More maintenance, huh? Yeah, that's right. Don't lie to me. What? Tell me what you're really doing around here.
What I'm really doing? I don't understand.
Don't play dumb with me. You were desperate to find out what happened on the roof. Then you went out of your way to speak to Frank. And now you're loitering in front of Mari's room? What are you after?
What are you trying to imply, Mr. Hyde?
He plays dumb so well, but also not well at all, because I do not believe for a second that you don't know what you're talking about. But you will just lie about everything.
You're jumping to conclusions.
You're jumping to conclusions! Get back here!
I don't trust him one bit.
No, me neither.
Kyle, you and I are on the same page.
Imagine we get a backstory from Dylan. I'm looking into the incident from 13 years ago because of him. And it's his like best friend slash boyfriend slash dad slash I don't know who else it could be. His brother. I don't know. Someone has also died in his life. And that's why he's been so interested in this case.
Who's there?
It's me, Kyle.
Mr. Hyde?
Open the door. We need to talk.
Just a moment.
Your mystery stalker's been unmasked. It was Dylan.
Dylan?
I know. I caught him hanging around here just now.
Why would he be hanging around here?
He's been curious about the chat me, you, and Rex had on the roof. He tried to get me to spill the beans earlier.
Why would he care what we talked about? Because he's a gossip?
Turns out he knew you even before coming here.
He did? How?
Apparently, he was called to your old place to do some repair work on the pipes.
Funny, I can't remember him. Besides, we always used to take the same company to take care of any pipe trouble. I'm absolutely positive that he's never been to my old house.
Interesting. I knew he was up to something, but this is really suspicious. Mari, I need you to show me something. You remember the letter we received? I need to see it.
Of course.
Here.
You take the threatening letter.
So Rex wasn't the sender of that letter after all. That can only mean...
Mr. Hyde, are you about to suggest the person who sent me this was...
Yeah, I think I am. You mind if I keep hold of that for now?
Not really, but what do you plan to do with it?
Never you mind. Don't worry though, it won't cause you trouble. I'll be back. Don't let anyone into your room until I say so.
I suppose I'll just have to trust you then.
Oh my god, I'm scared. Are we gonna confront Dylan? The Dill Man? Where is his door?
Mr. Hyde.
What is that face you're making at me, Dylan? I'm sorry, but I'm kind of busy right now. This won't take long, Dylan. I've got something to show you.
What is it?
Not here. Inside. Inside? Trust me, if anyone saw me showing you this, your life wouldn't be worth living. What?
I suppose you better come in then.
That's a little dramatic. Whoa, what happened? Is he packing? Oh my god, I was gonna say, where's the music? Yo, what happened here? Mr. Hyde, what are you doing? Just looking at your amazing collection? Looks like you're busy getting ready for the big move, huh? Yeah. Packing your stuff up, were you? Guess that would explain why you're so flushed. Were you planning on heading out somewhere later? Yeah, you know, just going out. I see. That's why I can't really give you much of my time at the moment. What was it you wanted to show me? This. Dylan, what's your opinion on Pinkie Pie Rabbit? Can't say I'm interested in cartoons personally. Take this threatening letter. Does that look familiar? In case you haven't noticed, it's a threatening letter that was sent to Mari. Oh, is that what it is? I'll tear him limb from limb. Get his ass! Anyone that doesn't like Pinkie Pie Rabbit deserves the death penalty. There's no more hiding, Dylan. I know exactly who you are. I don't know what you mean. Don't give me that bull. You tell me who you are right now, mister. Please, Mr. Hyde, don't shout at me like that. Then start talking. We can start with what you really were doing outside Mari's room. Right. Dylan, I know what you were doing. You were performing maintenance on the room. You were keeping tabs on Mari. You were doing your job, weren't you? What? I was just doing what I was told to do. You knew Mari before you came here, or so you claim. That's right, I did. I used to do the plumbing in her old house. Something doesn't add up, Dillman. She says she doesn't remember you. You've never been to her old house. What? He told me that whenever they had problems, they used the same service. So now we've established that you haven't been there. So how do you know her? Well, that's because I was given some information about her. Remember when Charles was like, I just hate lying and I don't like doing it. I feel guilty. Dylan does not have that kind of shame. He doesn't have that kind of guilt. Dylan, who told you to watch Mari? I can't tell you that. Not that it matters, I already know the answer. Yeah? What do you think you know? I know who told you to watch her. It was Niall. Niall? That's it, isn't it, Dylan? I don't believe it. How the hell did you manage to find out that much? Oh! He's working for Niall? You wrote that threatening letter to Mari under the order of Niall. I swear to God, if he pulls a gun out at me! Which means you were likely placed here to watch over the tenants and send the letters. What can I say? My job was to stay here and watch over those women. Women? Mari and Margaret, maybe? Which women would that be? Do you really need to ask? I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Tell me. Well, it's Mari, and that Patrice woman, of course. Patrice especially, I'm sure she's still hiding something in her room. Mags is hiding something in her room? Yeah, there's no mistaking it if you've watched her like I have. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. We're finally getting somewhere with him. What kind of information did you receive? That would be... It was information you had to relay to her, wasn't it? That's right. But do you know what kind of information it was? Sure, it was about... Her and her husband not getting along. Her brother and her husband working for Condor. Right again. Mari was a relative of ex-Condor operatives. We didn't know this even after the both of them had died. Condor may have disappeared 13 years ago, but it left behind some women who would come in handy for Nile. Condor proved to be a useful subject to Nile in more ways than one. Okay. How did Nile hope to use Condor? I thought that would have been obvious. They used them to liaise with the LAPD. Liaise with the LAPD? Sure. As you no doubt already know, not a single member of Condor was taken down. Why do you think that was? It was because the corrupt element in the department working on the Condor cases. Q Spec. Well, Mr. Hyde, looks like you've finally managed to expose my true identity. Looks that way. When did you realize? Oh, since the beginning! I knew there was something fishy about you as soon as we started having our little chats. You figured me out in a single week, huh? Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have spoken to you so much. But I just couldn't help it. You just have a vibe. If I'd taken that approach, I might have been able to get to the end of my stay here, without arousing any suspicion, and just continue to be maintenance man Dylan. Still, I guess there's no use crying over spilt milk. Come to think of it, maybe the timing was pretty good. Hold it right there. What do you mean the timing was pretty good? What are you planning now? I've just got one thing left to do. Let them know that Kyle Hyde is onto them and is likely to be an obstacle. What did you say? What's the matter? You scared of big bad Nile? You must have guessed that once you exposed me, you'd put yourself into the line of fire. Don't tell me you never considered it. Sure I did. I just didn't think that far. You think that's gonna put me off? I won't be intimidated by scum like you. Well, I admire your nerve. With guts like that, you're wasted being a salesman. Yeah, I hear a lot of that. I got nerve all right. Enough of it to shoot an ex-partner of mine who worked for Nile. I may have quit the force, but there are certain things you can't shake off. Dylan. I don't get many opportunities to chat to criminal lowlifes like you anymore. Hey, don't push it. I'd like to use this chance to ask you something. You're gonna tell them that I've blown your cover, but what's gonna happen to you? What are you trying to say? You really think they're gonna keep a guy who can't even remain in a disguise? Mark my words, based on the Nile I know, that isn't gonna end well. At least not for you. You'll be the first to disappear. What do you mean by that? I'm pretty sure that once you've given them what they want, they'll figure there's no sense in keeping someone whose cover's been exposed. And then what do you think's gonna happen to you? You can't exactly hand yourself over to the LAPD, can you? Not after what you told me just now. Nile really does have a mole in the force, and you hand yourself in, you'd be digging your own grave. Are you threatening me? Not at all. I'm just letting you know the facts. Then when they've disposed of you, it won't be long before they take me out too. It's not gonna be like that. I'm sure of it. Come on, Dylan. Wise up. What are you gonna do? I haven't got a clue. What can I do? You got yourself into a real fix. Come on, answer me. Maybe we can strike up some kind of deal. Here's what I'm thinking. Since my life's also in danger, maybe if we agree to keep recent events to ourselves, we can both make a clean break. Making a deal with Dylan. By the time Nile realizes a lack of contact means you've gone, they'll come looking, but you would have gained yourself a couple of days head start. Couple of days? That's not gonna stop them. Where the hell can I run to? Not to mention, how can I be sure you'll keep quiet about me? Who are we gonna tell? We don't have contact with Nile. If you're stuck for somewhere to run, Call me tomorrow night. I know a way you can escape on- Do we? I know that, like, tomorrow morning, Amari is gonna be leaving, potentially. But tomorrow night is different. Whether you choose to believe me or not is totally your call, though. Dylan? Huh? Every time he does that pose, I die. Whoa! Don't move. God damn it, Dylan. You had to prove me right and actually pull out a fucking gun on me. What you said sounds good, but I'm not so sure I'm the kind of guy who believes everything at face value. It's decision time, Dylan. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna have to think about all of this. That stuff you said, that's something I can't decide upon lightly. After all, both our lives are in danger here. You got that right. So I figure, we've lived here under the same roof for a while now. I think we can reach some sort of agreement. Here's what I'll do. I'll wait until tomorrow night to give you my answer. Before then, neither I nor Niall will make any sort of move. I think we could both do with some rest tonight. Now just stand still and don't make a move until I'm out of here. You got that? Catch you later, Mr. Hyde. Dylan gives me a sarcastic little smile and leaves the room. Oh my god, this guy. What a goob. I better let Mari know about Dylan. Don't tell anyone, okay, Hyde? Okay. Let's go tell Mari. Well, I guess he specifically said don't tell Niall, but... I think it would have been weird if he weren't a villain, to be honest. You don't make someone as sketchy as him, and obviously doing things that are very shady, and not have it lead anywhere. Like, of course, he had to be. If he wasn't, it would be one of those dumb twists that they're pulling on you that are like, oh, you thought he was bad, but... Like, no. No. I need the satisfaction. Open the door. Just a moment. It would be so funny if Dylan was innocent the whole time. And we're just stirring up trouble. We're the ones that are messing around. Like that time when we were sneaking into Will's room and Dylan comes out and Charles just starts like grilling him like, what were you doing? Meanwhile, he was trying to pick the lock the whole time. Dylan was behind the threatening letter you received. What? He's also the person keeping tabs on your whereabouts. So he is with Niall after all. He is. The good news is that after I exposed him, he left. Really? He's gone? Yeah. Let's just say I gave the guy a little scare and that sent him packing. Well, he's coming back. Should be enough to keep him away until you're safely out of town anyway. Mr. Hyde. Here's your letter back. Mr. Hyde. I've made up my mind. I'm going to take the chance and leave. I see. Please don't worry about me. After all, I already told you, I'm stronger than I look. Mari. You've helped me so much after talking to you. I think I'm ready to make a run for it, no matter what lies ahead. Thank you for everything. As soon as I leave here, lock the door and don't let anyone in. You got that? When you leave tomorrow, don't tell a soul what you're doing. I hope everyone did a big nod as well. Oh, it's time to meet Margaret. Damn, we did all that in an hour? I'll speedrunning. It's a big day for Kyle. Yeah, Kyle was really rude to Dylan for no reason at the start. Now he has good reason, but he was literally so over the top rude to Dylan. Actually, what made me suspicious of Dylan was how well he took Kyle's, like, aggro-ness. Because no one else did. Everyone else was like, Kyle, what the fuck, man, chill. And Dylan was the only one like, oh, Kyle, such a silly little man you are. Oh, I love to have these chats, you know. That's when I was like, oh, weird. It's Kyle. Oh, Mr. Hyde. You said 4 o'clock, right? Care to open the door? I've got something really important that we need to talk about. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I'm a little busy at the moment. Did Dylan go see Margaret? Could we continue the chat from this morning another time? Are you serious? Now isn't a very good time. Please come back later. Now what? Maybe I should just head back upstairs. Is there an option to listen in? Who is it? It's Kyle. Mr. Hyde, now isn't a good time. Damn. Oh, well, I guess we just... I'm just waiting for a gunshot. Oh my god, I'm scared. Mr. Hyde? Frank. Now Frank wants me. Frank, we scheduled our appointment for 5. I've been looking for you. I thought we were meeting later. What do you want? You were in Dylan's room earlier, right? Yeah. He looked quite agitated when he left. May I ask what happened in there? Well, we exposed him as being part of Nile. He's gone. Cut his losses and left. He left? As it turns out, he's on... We're really telling... we tell Dylan, we're not going to spread a word of this until tomorrow. I'd immediately start telling everyone in the building that he's part of Nile. Once I managed to get that out of him, he fled. All slotting into place. Looks like it's true about him being the person Nile sent here then. Seems my instincts haven't let me down after all. So you suspected Dylan? In manner of speaking. Did you manage to uncover something about Dylan? Not directly, but I noticed how defensive he was. What put you onto him? Something strange about him. Something he just couldn't hide. Kind of like a smell that can only be picked up by a seasoned detective like me. Only someone as special as me could find out that. I guess he set off your detective instincts. You could say that. Meanwhile, I think everyone suspected Dylan. I noticed that his movements seemed deliberate. They were done to match hers. Hers? Mrs. Patrice, of course. When you understand what kind of woman she is, as I do. See, only someone like me could really figure something like that out. You would appreciate that Dylan's movements are rather suspicious. That was the motivation behind me wanting to investigate where he was frequenting. What kind of woman do you think she is? I had my own information about her, but after hearing yours, I deduced that Mrs. Patrice is clearly the wife of a villain. Her late husband, George Patrice, was a close friend of Michael McGrath, the one-time owner of Hotel Cape West. He also just happened to be the prime suspect in the murder of Kathy McGrath. You told me that you were able to have a conversation with Michael's son. I would think that he would have told you that he marked a certain individual as Kathy's murderer. That individual was George Patrice. Precisely. That was when the same conclusion that the first detective on the case came to. If George Patrice was the #1 suspect, that's what detective in charge of the original case thought at least. At that time of the victim's death, he was absent from the party,
and without an alibi.
Conveniently for him, though, his wife Margaret provided him with an alibi later on. You believe he was responsible for the murder?
I must admit, I do.
I see. Not only that, I also firmly believe he knew about the whereabouts of the Scarlet Star.
What?
And if Niall had been using Dylan to watch Mrs. Patrice, there's no doubt.
So she has it in her room. Potentially. Well, I thought that, but not that I said anything. I just know that I was thinking about it the whole time.
Let me get this straight. Earlier you said there was only one person who knew where the Scarlet Star was. And that person was the hotel manager, Michael McGrath. Why then would you say that George Patrice knew?
I meant that McGrath was the only person working at the hotel who knew. But when we're talking about George Patrice, Condor's ringleader, I find it hard to believe he didn't know all there was to know. There's something more I have to say about the Scarlet Star, though. Well, actually, I think it's on the 4th floor somewhere, and that's why they want to keep it, like, untouched. And that's why Dylan keeps going up there.
What else do you know?
I intend to talk about that in a cafe. That's a strange environment to talk about an important conversation.
You mentioned this much, I think you could need to tell me everything.
We're very persuasive, Mr. Hyde. This is how I see it. Michael McGrath was in possession of it. This is a lot, actually, to talk about in the hallway. Can we, like, go to my room? It's right there. When his wife was killed off, he naturally became frightened and hid it where nobody else would find it.
You mean like in a building that used to be a hotel?
Indeed. And I'm positive that he left some sort of means to locate it later on. He must have figured that, at some point, someone would try to obtain the Scarlet Star.
He thought that someone would come looking for it.
That same person that knew the truth behind its disappearance.
But who are those people?
Condor ringleader George Patrice and his wife Margaret. Mike Porter, Peter Rivet too. Naturally, Niall would have to be aware as well.
Mike and Peter were part of Mari's family.
The only ones to survive up until the present day are Mrs. Patrice and Niall.
Out of all the people who knew the truth behind how the Scarlet Star disappeared, only Mrs. Patrice and Niall are left. Hold on. Frank. There's one more person who knows about the disappearance of the Scarlet Star.
There is.
You. You knew exactly how it came to be missing, don't you? If you won't come clean now, the conversation is over.
Fine, have it your way. The reason I've been looking into the events of the building is to restore a certain reputation.
Your reputation? Whose reputation?
Mine!
Yours?
Yes! 25 years ago, I was part of the investigation into Condor, Mr. Hyde. During this investigation, I learned something about Hotel Cape West.
Is that why they, like, muddied his reputation?
I found out that, well, this was where Condor conducted their fencing of stolen jewelry. And soon after, an internal investigation took place and I was removed from the case. I believe I was the victim of a conspiracy perpetrated by a certain person.
What kind of conspiracy?
A plot to remove the person poised to unveil the truth about Condor. Not only did he ruin my good name, he also deepened his allegiance with Niall.
It's Hugh Speck. The one who orchestrated the conspiracy. Are you talking about Hugh Speck? The mayoral candidate? Hugh Speck.
Shoot, that's my oil paint. Water. It would be way worse if that was one. I'll sort that out later. He's raunched incessantly about crushing crime, which got him into the world of politics. But the truth is, it's all a front. He doesn't mean a word of it. I'll tell you now, my ultimate aim is to bring him and his corporate corruption down. If I can do that, I'll have no doubt my reputation will be restored.
Where was Dylan frequenting?
The 4th floor and the basement, vacant rooms too. He also tended to enter others' tenants' rooms, insisting he was doing maintenance.
I can't tell you how many times I spotted him leaving throw 6, for example. It goes without saying, he would enter Mrs. Patrice's room as well. What do you think he was up to? Monitoring and information gathering, all to find clues to locate the Scarlet Star. He was looking for it, so Dylan knew too. They let some underling know about the Scarlet Star. Mr. Hyde, listen to me. I must sound like some doddering old fool. I was once just a plain and simple detective who wanted for nothing. When I was younger, I was bad-tempered and eager to prove myself. Even though I didn't conform with your norm, I did my job and fought for justice. Then that man and his damned internal investigation stripped me of everything. All of a sudden, I was a cog in the machine, working behind a desk. There was one thing they couldn't take away from me, my pride. I quit my job and vowed to uncover the truth behind what happened. Let me get this straight. Your reason for searching for dirt on Hugh Speck is to try and expose the link between Niall and the LAPD? Exactly. I'm positive, Mr. Hyde, the Scarlet Star lays hidden somewhere in the building. If I can only find it, I know it'll prove to be invaluable. Michael McGrath definitely left some sort of clue behind. Something that will enable me to finish what I've been trying to do all these years. So you've been trying to find some sort of clue up on the 4th floor. All my efforts appear to have been in vain. I've not found a thing. There's always a chance that someone's got to it before me and moved it. Moved it? That reminds me, didn't Dylan say something? Sorry, that Patrice woman. Patrice especially, I'm sure she's hiding something in her room. There's no mistaking if you watched her like I have. Yeah? What are you thinking about? Would I be wrong if I suspected you of knowing something? Maybe about the place Michael McGrath hid the clue? Dream on. If I knew something about that, you think I'd still be gassing to you? Gassing to you? What does that mean? Forgive me, it's just that the look you had on your face made me think so. It's my detective instincts, you see. You must tell me if you know something. Steady on, Granddad. That tone will get you nowhere. I told you, I don't know anything. You're lying. I know it. Look, when I say I don't know, it means I don't know. You can't trick me, Mr. Hyde. You know something and there's no denying it. Now tell me what it is. Hey, keep bowling like that and you'll draw a crowd. Is that what you want? Why are you so agitated all of a sudden anyway? I'm not agitated at all. I just needed to be sure you weren't attempting to hide anything from me. Trying to force it out of me, huh? Well, Mr. Hyde, since we appear to have exhausted this line of conversation, I see no need to meet in the cafe after all. No cup of coffee for you. I assume you agree. Well then, I'll be going. Damn, my 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock got switched around, I guess. Gotta give it to the old guy. He sure wants to find that hiding place. Guess he won't give up until he's found Michael McGrath's secret. Well, who's that? Frank! Mr. Hyde, can you spare a moment? I'm getting deja vu. What do you mean, can you spare a moment? You just left. You just walked away saying, I have nothing more to say to you. Why are you back? What now? I thought we said what we needed to say to each other. I wanted to apologize. I wanted to apologize for how I acted just now. I was a big baby. I didn't intend to make you angry. It's just like you said. I am looking for some kind of evidence on Hugh Speck. That's why I need to find what Michael McGrath left behind. I was curious to see what we could turn up if we put our minds together. You have any idea where it might be hidden? I'm sure it's in one of 2 places. On the 4th floor, in a place I haven't checked yet, or in Mrs. Patrice's room. In Max's room. There's a very high likelihood something's hidden there. I was hoping you might have already discovered something on one of your visits. We both said things you'll regret. It appears you haven't spit it out. What do you want to say? If you got something you want to say, I'd rather you just say it. Very well, I will. Would you be willing to team up so we can search Miss Patrice's room? You need to go speak to Charles about how to team up with me. Because you are going about it all wrong. Seriously? You're the only one I can talk to candidly regarding this. We're about to get another buddy cop dynamic going on here. Let's say I agree. How are you proposing we go about searching her place? My plan is to ask her to meet me in the cafe. I'll keep her talking for about an hour or so. And during that time, you can take a look through her room. And the small matter of a key? Don't worry about that. I'll see that she leaves the door unlocked. You can leave that side of the operation to me. Max, no, you've been looking into Condor? I doubt it, Mr. Hyde. As far as I can tell, she suspects nothing. Who'd have thought y'all would like the French so much? I'm shocked. I'm sure you're just as eager to have a closer look around her room as I am, Mr. Hyde. Am I right? I mean, you might be. Maybe. It's settled. I'll go ask her to join me in the cafe. As soon as she left her room, come with me to the cafe. You should go inside. What you're looking for is... I know, you want me to find something left by Michael McGrath. Precisely. Once you're done with your search, come to the cafe. We can discuss what you find after you arrive. We'll regroup there. It's so funny that we're just gonna discuss all of this out in the cafe when we're done. Like, hey, what did you find when you snuck into Max's room? In front of the cafe staff? Oh, I can hear voices. Ooh. Yes, I understand. Let's go to the cafe. Now, how did he make sure that she didn't lock the door? I don't know how he did it, but the door's unlocked. Secret mission, rifle through Max's room for clues, now in effect. Yeah, I do miss Charles. Although he didn't really help me that much when we were knocking on the door. Let's go into her room. He helped morale. Her bedroom. I better search here too. Oh, this is awful. I'm sorry. A room without windows, I just can't fathom it. It feels wrong. I wouldn't want to live here at all. No matter how nice the room is. Ooh, but that's a nice plant. How does a plant like this stay alive without, like, sunlight or anything? Every branch has several long thin leaves coming out of it. I don't think there's gonna be any- Whoa, that's a nice little sink thingy. Nothing like the room she rents out. I'm insulted! Well, you wouldn't appreciate it anyway. Damn, I gotta go clean my mirror. Okay, let's check her desk. I have the same type of phone in my room. It might just be a standard phone. We're not looking in the drawer? Now we look in the drawer. Just some of the thrilling items found in this box. It is! Okay.
Pretty big. Max must have a lot of clothes. Let's just see about that.
What the hell's that? Maybe I should open it. Yes. Wonder what's inside.
Oh, it's a music box.
Wait, there's something stuck on the drum. Is that a key? It is! What's a key doing here? Don't tell me this is where I have to close the lid. I swear to God, if this is where I have to close the lid. I tried to blow on it. It didn't work. Or we just wait, maybe? Think, Hyde. Think. Maybe if we put something in there. Just turning the top of the key and it's not coming out. Ooh. It's got some writing on it, but the lower part's missing. Beginning reads, "We know everything, leave this apartment and its secrets immediately. Niall doesn't forget and still bears a grudge against the wife of George Patrice." This is part of a threatening letter. That reminds me, Max said something when she received that package. I had my reasons for jumping to conclusions, especially for this. I thought it was someone's idea of a joke. When I saw the lack of a sender, the contents of the letter came back to me in a flash. That must be the missing piece of the letter she showed me. Sender was Niall. So I looked up a guide, and they said, clearly you have to break the music box to get the key out, so you have to break your DS, so we're gonna go do that. I think I can move the key if I push this thing. Oh. Why did that work then? And it didn't work before? Excuse you. I got it. I don't care. What could this be used for? This key has a condor mark on it. I take it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Despite what Frank seems to think, I can't find anything from Michael here. Maybe the key is from Michael. Hold up. All I got to show for my search is part of a letter and the key with the condor mark. Maybe the key will lead to some sort of clue. It's time to meet Frank. I better make tracks before Max comes back. Ay, ay, ay. This game was very much made for a DS and nothing else. Oh, damn, Mags. If she saw me coming out of her room, my ass would have been grass. Wait, how do you... My ass would have been grass? Do y'all say it as grass? Mr. Hyde, I apologize for before. Don't worry about it. Maybe we can chat again sometime later. As long as that's okay with you. No prob. Okay, good. I must be going. Margaret, I am so exhausted. You don't even know. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go. I need some eggs and bacon. Has Kylie even eaten today? Mr. Hyde, how did it go? I managed to have a pretty good look around while you kept her busy. The problem is I didn't find anything left behind by Michael in there. I see. It wasn't a total waste of time though. I found this. What have you got? Oh, shoot. Screen gap. It's a key with a condor mark on it. A key with a condor mark? Give it here, Mr. Hyde. You should avoid trying to go any further in this investigation. What? No. Why should I stop? And who gave you the right to order me around? I beg your pardon. Sorry to disappoint you, but I got plenty of things I want to investigate. I have a feeling that key is going to open more than a door. If I'm lucky, it might even reveal some of the secrets around here. Are you trying to say you intend to return to the 4th floor to search? That's exactly what I'm gonna say. Yeah. I'll tell you again, stop our investigation. There's no need to waste your time up there. I've searched it thoroughly. Yeah, well now I have a key. Just because you haven't managed to find anything doesn't mean I won't. I got a feeling I'm gonna get lucky up there. Don't listen to me. What the hell? There's no use talking to you. Do whatever you like. I'll be on my way. Hold it, Frank. What is it? What did you and Max talk about? Nothing important. We just took the opportunity to do a spot of complaining. Did Dylan come up during the conversation? She was already aware of him leaving. She's got no idea he's with Niall. I see. I must be going. Frank gets all hot under the collar whenever the subject of the 4th floor comes up. Tony! Tony, I missed you. It's been so hectic here. Yo! Didn't think you and the old man Raver would be the sort of sit down together for drinks. Yeah, well, we had things to discuss. You're not trying to keep secrets from me now, are you? Why would I want to do that? No reason, I guess. Anyway, I need to tell you something, Hyde. Tell me what? It's about Betty. I don't know how to explain it, but it seems I've been given a second chance. You don't say. She told me she thinks I've changed for the better. She wants to stick out with me from now on. Seems like you're onto a winner there. Good job. What I'm trying to say is that I owe it all to you, man. To me? What the hell did I do? If you hadn't been around, I would have been stuck drowning my sorrows and going nowhere. Then how would I have gotten with Betty? I owe you one, man, seriously. Tony, I didn't know you felt that way. Before you say anything, I want to find a way to show my gratitude. Anything you want, consider it done. Just say the word. Easy, Tony. You don't want to start making promises you can't keep, do you? Give me a chance, you're a man. We don't have much time left in this old place, you know. I really don't want to leave without having the chance to pay you back. If you think of some way I can help out, just give me a shout. Okay. I'll think about it. Hey, Tony, you still short on cash? I mean, he shouldn't be. I gave him 1K. I had a feeling you'd ask. You really need me to answer? There's no way I'm gonna turn from rags to riches overnight, you know? What if I told you I knew a way to make big bucks in the next to no time? Hey, so you better tell me what you have in mind. So you're interested. Hey, tell me what the deal is. You gotta promise me you're not gonna spread this around. Truth is, there's a precious jewel hidden somewhere on the 4th floor. Why are we telling Tony this? A jewel on the 4th floor? You were talking about this place, right? Sure am. It's known as a Scarlet Star. Went missing 25 years ago. I only heard about it by chance. What I heard seems to suggest it's hidden right here in this building. Say no more, man. I'm in. Let me guess. The plan is to get the thing before we have to clear out, right? Got it in one, Tony. Far out. I think it's fair to warn you, though. This could get a little dangerous. Why are we getting Tony involved in this? He's just a musician, and he's just got a big break. Tell me, you still down with it? Down like a clown, man. You think I'd pass up the chance to get in on action like this? Tell me what you need doing. Say the word and I'll get started. Great. What are we gonna do first? That's a good question. I guess a good starting point would be to meet up by the 4th floor fire door. Got it. The 4th floor fire door on the 4th floor. Better be careful not to get there together if we're spotted. You think people will guess we're up to something? Yeah, people around here get jumpy real quick. Understood. I'll get going then and see you up there, Hyde. Sure. I'll be up later. We should tell him that there's like a lot more shady business going. This isn't just like a, yeah, let's go find the jewel. This is a life or death situation, Kyle. And we should not be getting Tony involved in this. He's just a guy. 10-4. Hi, Tony. Tony, I don't know why we've just done that, but I'll see you in a bit. Hey, Tone Bone. I got the fire door open, but we got a new prob. There aren't any lights on in there. It's pitch black. Of course. Max said the power was gonna be switched off. Next problem is, even if we find a light, we don't have any keys. Yeah, I already thought about that. The only people who have access to the keys are Max and Dylan. If we ask Dylan, maybe he'll help us, right? You want to ask Dylan to try and get keys from Mags? That'd take forever. Dylan has his own set. He uses them to get in there and look around. I think he got himself a set just for the 4th floor. You sure about that? I'm positive. I know because he's opened up the place for me before. Settled. I'll get those. I mean, we know that because he told us that. We need to go get a flashlight. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple downstairs in the storage room. Leave it to me. Good luck getting those keys. Right. Here goes nothing. Bye, Tony. It's so funny seeing Kyle actually ask for help. From Tony, of all people. I'd be going insane if I lived here. I think everyone here is insane, not gonna lie. I think the only normal person here is Charles, and he's got his own set of problems. God, look what he did. Why does he have a picture of... Oh my god, of course he would have a picture of the angel. Because he's part of Nile. So of course he would have that. Should have made that connection ages ago. Those pants did not look washed. Yeah, why would you have another refrigerator? The latest model that plays cassette tapes too. Aha! A bunch of keys. I'll tell you what, this game is a lot longer than Hotel Dusk. Not in a bad way. It makes sense though. Hotel Dusk takes place in one night, and this takes place over like a week? Bone. What took you so long? How did it go? Without a hitch, that's how. And you, did you get those keys? Yep. I knew you would, man. Here you go. Thanks. I take the torch from Tony. Tony's torch. I think it's about time we search the 4th floor. Ready when you are. Like right now. I hate going in there when it's like that. Like, that looks so dark and spooky. We're gonna get jump scared by Dylan. Oh, no, that's so spooky! No, that is so spooky. What the heck? When did this turn into a horror game? What do you mean without a key? You have a key. Kyle! You make me do everything for you. At least, see, at least we have Tony with us, or I'd be so much more freaked out. Unless Tony's part of Nile too. God, can you imagine? He's definitely not. He's definitely not. But can you imagine? Not the tone bone. I don't think it's here. Why did the music cut off? Can you not? Because we're spooky. Not that. Nothing there. Doesn't look like there's anything there either. Let's check the cupboards. One open. Oh. I'm guessing there's nothing on the right. They'd have you open the bathroom and find a body? How funny would that be? How funny would that be? Like, we're just having a super chill time for most of this game, and then all of a sudden it turns into an actual horror. It's Dylan! It's just Dylan doing the Dillman pose. Being creepy. Ew. Okay, 403 is a bust. Let's get out of here. Ah, why do they keep doing that? Stop cutting off the music when I'm at the door. It's creepy. Yeah, this room's like the creepiest one because there's a safe. Mr. Hyde. What? Get a load of the safe. The safe, huh? Got any idea what's inside? Only one way to find out. Guess we gotta take a look. My God. What if it's just in there and no one bothered to look? No one tried to like crack it or bust it open or anything. Looks like it's been here for a while. Here's a dial. Not a chance. This thing's rusted beyond repair. Not gonna move an inch. Don't we have a rust remover? This thing's not gonna open. We're gonna need some sort of tool. Maybe a crowbar will do the trick. You stay here, I'll go grab one. Make it quick. You need a light? Yeah, man, I got another flashlight. Be back soon. Why have you been sticking to me this whole time then? We could double the effort. Oh my god, what if he is like part of the other team? Okay, probably time I had to think about things. Ooh, we're gonna have a think about. Oh, are we gonna even finish this day? Well, my head was full of things Will McGrath told me last night. I was visited by somebody this morning. It was Dillman. Dylan was the one who paid me a visit first thing in the morning. He was itching to find out what Will and I had spoken about. After calling Rachel, I caught the news about a jewelry robbery on TV. They interviewed the store owner, who described a woman who appeared on the scene. The description reminded me of Mari, so I went and had it out with her. She fled to the roof and eventually confessed to me about a brother and husband working for Condor. Tony's song. She was just so hyped about Tony releasing a song. She told me about her brother and husband once working for Condor. He went on to say that Niall had forced her to play the part of a mysterious woman. I also had the opportunity to talk to Rex, who came to the roof as well. He let me in on the fact that he plans to expose Niall to the world. After hearing what Mari and Rex had to say, I learned that it was none other than Dylan who had been threatening her. We had a chat, and he admitted to working for Niall. His job in the apartment was... Yeah, it was mostly to watch Margaret. Dylan was placed in this building to keep an eye on Margaret. While he did so, he was trying to uncover clues about the Scarlet Star. When I exposed him for what he was, he quickly fled the building. Frank noticed Dylan had vacated the building and asked me to fill him in. He told me about Niall and the connection with LAPD. He also let slip that his goal was to expose Hugh Speck and regain his reputation. Lastly, he told me that the one who knew the location of the Scarlet Star was... George Patrice. No, never mind. It was Michael McGrath. Michael knew the whereabouts of the Scarlet Star. He also said he was sure that Michael had left behind some sort of clue. Thanks to Frank, I now know more about the Scarlet Star. I also learned that Niall was the organization behind Condor, and that Mags was connected to it all. After talking to Dylan and Frank, I headed to Mags's room. I was keen on finding the so-called clue that Michael had left behind. With Frank's help luring Mags away, I was able to search her room. Unfortunately, my search proved fruitless, and I never found what I was looking for. Instead, I found a hat and sunglasses. A key. Right. I found a key which had Condor marks on it. Instead of handing the key to Frank, I kept it. As we should. Never give your evidence to people. Tony and I then made our way to the 4th floor to take a look around. There's little doubt left in my mind that there are clues to be found here. But will it reveal the clues that Michael left behind? And where is the Scarlet Star hidden? Will I find something to shed light on the truth behind the incident with my dad? With any luck, everything will become clear once I find out what I'm looking for. But as I think about it, I notice an uneasy feeling creeping into my mind. Everyone betrays. Wait, did we save? Oh my god, who's sneaking up on us? Huh? I'm gonna save, just in case. Everyone betrays, and then we have to shoot everyone, and we're left here with no one, and then the hotel's empty. But we haven't even found a new place to stay! Okay, guys. I think we keep going. Tony? Oh! Oh shit! Okay, that's where we're ending. Oh no! We got pepper sprayed! Or we got setting sprayed and actually our hair looks great right now. Who knows? Or our hair and our makeup looks great.